Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Detroit Cast. Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Gentlemen,
How are you, my friend?
quite well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you wearing, E? Is that a,
Yeah, it's the relay
it's the
team,
relay
man.
T-shirt
It's a
from
little
last
throwback.
year. Yeah.
2
is that
years
what
ago.
it is? It looked
Yeah.
like a biking shirt or something.
That's our Detroit Free Press Marathon relay shirt.
It was
Yeah.
already 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Fuck, time flies.
We
Yeah.
did well in that, E.
Yeah, we did all right.
First, we have to give props to our friend Bill
yeah,
Ogden.
if Bill Ogden hadn't been there.
And
could've been-
Marisa. Wasn't Marisa on your
Yeah,
team,
Marisa
too?
did
but,
well.
You know, Bill Ogden.
no.
But I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. But Bill Ogden was
Ogden
like
did yeoman's work. He did 2 legs of it.
Well, I'm getting the feeling here. There was a little
say that
there was a
about-
little eye contact that you two just made. Like, well,
No, I can say
without
that-
Marisa, whole slowing us down.
I could say that about
We might-
myself too. I mean, I'm just no. I was.
No,
I was.
Marisa did well.
Did she do well?
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
more saying like Bill Ogden really. You know, he was.
Yeah, I
fucking
would, dude. He's
beast.
like running triathlon.
Exactly.
He's a triathlon guy now,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that what
Running,
he's doing?
swimming, and biking.
that was.
Fuck.
I would just never do that again unless someone wanted me to do the first leg. You know,
Dude.
just never.
Yeah.
Hey,
you
I'm
guys-
the guy who was parked
know.
on Belle Isle for 4
that's what I'm
hours.
And it
saying, I'm-
stunk too. Didn't it
Shit, man.
stink?
Yeah, you get that waft from the distillery across the river there, and
Yeah.
it's just
I'm
like,
agreeing
oh my
with
God.
you. That's my point. Like,
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to do that.
That was hard mentally. You get you go down there. Everybody has to be there. You know, butt crack, and
Yeah.
you get in a goddamn bus that takes you to your location, one of 5 checkpoints, and mine was the last one. So I'm sitting there, and I bought a hard copy newspaper, and that's the last time I read a whole fucking newspaper, like front to back, just sitting there for hours, man.
Why? I wonder why they.
And then all of a sudden it's like,
because you didn't have a
shit,
choice.
there's Marisa. Whew.
And then you
Gotta
just
go.
grab
Yeah.
the baton
And
and,
that's the
run.
thing. You don't
But
really know
why
what they
did
are.
No, you don't. I mean, you kind of like
weird, though, that-
extrapolate based on the times you know that is general,
Right.
that
Yeah.
she can do and that Bill can do and all
Just
that.
pray she didn't roll an ankle.
Yeah.
Somewhere on
And
turn
you're just
1.
sitting there,
It's
just
like, God, man.
Yeah,
Well,
just sitting.
It sucks that they make you do that because you didn't have a choice. It wasn't like you could. They're not going to need me for a couple hours. Like you had to get there and in
Yes.
place, and
Yeah.
There must be a reason. Like
Well, it's
now we
because
don't.
there's just so many people running,
Right.
and there's people that are really competing. I mean, the reality is it still is a
Well,
big city marathon.
Fundamentally, there's a bridge to Belle Isle,
Yeah.
Right.
and that gets closed. I mean,
Right.
you've got to have people on the island before
Yeah.
that gets closed to the runners.
Was one of the big? Did they have a big one just the other
free.
day?
Yeah,
The same
the,
one.
The Detroit one was the other.
Oh,
Sunday,
was it?
Yeah.
Was a New York one happening
No,
too? I thought there
no,
was like a
those are
big,
different times,
like a
for
big
sure.
big one.
I mean,
don't know.
Chicago's usually around this time. I don't exactly know what
Yeah.
day that. God, I want to.
We got to get you guys back into it.
I want to run a marathon again so bad. I really do. I don't think that I just don't believe that I'll put the effort in because it takes so much, and I'm competitive. I don't want to just run a 5-hour marathon.
You're
But
talking about a full?
yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to run a full one. I mean, I went and watched this movie with my parents like a few weeks ago, and it was about this fat chick who finds out she's fat, and so
Yeah.
she goes, "Oh, I'm going to run the New York Marathon." Eventually, she's going to run the New York.
Oh,
and it's
this is a
based on
true story.
Yeah, it's based on a true
Yeah.
story. And when I watched that movie, they had enough. I mean, it was like I'm a nerd for running, even though I don't do it as well as I used to. I'm a nerd for it. So like the running scenes, and then they show the marathon, and I was like, I want to fucking run a
Well,
marathon.
time is dwindling. E. As you get up there
I
in
know.
advanced
Oh.
years, it's going to get harder and harder.
It will get harder and harder, but it's not.
You know, if you're
impossible.
gonna do it,
You
now's
see
the time.
80-year-olds. I could be that 6-year-old that has like the world record or something.
I still think we've given up too fast on the Appalachian Trail too. We got to get you two
Oh
out
my
on the,
God, I
Well, I
on the
want to
Appalachian
do that,
Trail.
but the marathon's hard. The Appalachian Trail is even more ridiculous.
It's not though. It's just one foot in front of the other. E.
Well,
That's
no,
all
but it's
it
like,
is.
yeah, okay, but like 6 months because I want to do the real deal.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, something fell behind me or died in the tree behind me. Anyway, congratulations to Justin Trudeau.
Yeah,
Retains his.
I like to say people kind,
kind.
not necessarily mankind.
Well, the
Black guy, first black prime minister.
Yeah, right. I know.
Canada?
The jokes were appearing too easy when I saw that Barack Obama officially came out to endorse Justin Trudeau, and it was like,
endorse
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau?
We like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
He's such a dork. He's just a dork. What are you doing, Canada? Dork. How do you have 3 blackface, brownface photos that we're aware of? He's pretty sure that might be all of them, but maybe not. Like that's his jam is blackface, and he survives that
Yeah.
to retain his seat. They did lose the.
Well, I mean, this is what kind of maybe what you would. Isn't this what you would have
Yeah,
always wanted?
Wouldn't
Like,
you want somebody to be able to survive that?
Yes,
He's not
it's,
intending to be racist.
I mean,
no,
if he really isn't racist, why
no,
should it
it's the
matter?
hypocrisy that I have a problem with. It's that guy that judges everybody for everything they do and wants their heads on a
Yeah,
stick.
I do agree with
And it's
that.
like, fuck you, dude. Oh, it applies to everybody but you.
See, my thought would still be, though, as much as he's a hypocrite, I'd still be happy that this happened because it shows you that some people are
You
able
can
to look past that.
overcome wokeness. You can explain yourself.
Because if you say that you want him to pay for it, then we're all going to have to pay for it every
right.
time, and there is no forgiveness.
Those in glass houses, righty?
right?
I don't know that I see it that way. It's
How?
it's because it's him, his hypocrisy. If he wasn't pointing out every wrong that everyone else does,
No.
and
You're
wanting them-
pointing to hypocrisy. We're pointing to the act of blackface.
Oh.
And saying, like, isn't it good that someone was able to explain themselves and say, look, I didn't intend to offend, this and that,
Yeah.
and survive that?
Yes, that is good. I don't know that he would accept that explanation from other people, though. I think is
Two
where-
wrongs don't make it right, Mike.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't like the guy anyways.
I know.
so-
I get it. It's easy. Hey, look, I'm not necessarily a fan.
And the knock on him is
He is a
people
douche.
people in Canada, a lot of them. I mean, obviously he won re-election, so lost the majority, but you know, he retains his spot as prime minister. So
So they
obviously,
have like an electoral college type system.
I was going to say,
over
how does
there?
that work?
I don't
wonder?
know how their system works. I was
Like
really hoping
Alberta came in strong for Justin Trudeau.
And what is the prime
Maybe.
minister?
he's the prime
No,
minister.
no, I know,
yes.
but is he? Is he like in our? I mean, in our government,
They have a
technically,
parliamentary system, do they not?
well,
Yeah, they got that dope ass like in the round setup.
Yeah.
you know where they got harumph on this side, harumph
Leather
on that side.
couches.
Yeah, and then
Yelling
that
at each
middle
other.
battleground
Yeah.
thing.
I wonder if it's just very similar. That's all I was. I wonder, like, if it's
What to ours? Our,
It's
our
similar
sy-
to the English
power?
system.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't have shocked me if he didn't survive just because of the blackface stuff. I wonder how much Obama coming out last week, you know, there's in the last couple days to officially
Justin
endorse
Trudeau.
him.
I endorse him.
I mean, Obama's a giant, man. The people that like Obama love Obama. Would that sway votes? Probably would.
You know, I don't have my pulse on the Canadian
Yeah.
electorate.
Well, he wants to come off as Mr. People Kind, but a lot of people think he's just a fraud. They don't buy his story of wokeness, and I guess they're calling him really classless for his behavior last night. Did you see that the guy that lost was going up there to
Interrupted his concession, right?
Yeah, the conservative guy was, you know, and so what did Trudeau just like went up to a separate microphone knowing that they would have to cover him? Do you have the video of it?
That's the charge.
And they're not happy. They're like, just a totally classless move. So this guy's going, hey, I want to say it was a good fight, you know, blah blah blah. And what was his name? Andrew Scheer. And then Trudeau just hopped on his microphone and started giving a victory speech, which meant the networks had a choice to do, like, okay, well they're both talking now. Which one do we follow?
This other guy's an also ran.
Yeah.
Got to go to the prime minister.
You got to go to the PM. And so people are like, classy move, dickface. You know what you were doing there. So let's see. Let's check it out for real quick. See if there's anything there.
From coast to coast.
Well, we're all mystified here because Justin Trudeau has walked up on the stage and begun to speak at the same time as Andrew Scheer, leaving all of us wondering who we should listen to. And we've decided, simply because Justin Trudeau won 155 seats, so more than the Conservatives, we're going to listen to him. But really, this is unprecedented, and I can tell you everyone in this studio is shocked.
Are these the
let's
Channel
listen to
9
Justin
correspondents? that are talking?
Probably, yeah.
I have heard you, my friends. You are
My friends.
That had to be a mistake, right? I mean, give him the benefit of the doubt that his people made a mistake in terms of timing.
Maybe.
That's just so overtly inappropriate.
Well, the charge against conservatives, like Trudeau's people are saying, this is the most vicious race ever. They were the Republicans or the right wing conservative party, I guess, were so vicious in their attacks. Sounds like there's a lot of bad blood there.
Oh,
So
okay.
so it
So
wouldn't
maybe it was
surprise me if it was
intentional.
like, yeah, fuck that dude. You lose. Bye bye.
Yeah.
And then go up there, which I
I
kind of
like
do
to say
respect.
people kind.
I do respect that move if that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would think there'd be a system, a way it's done, and it's like, okay, this guy, once he announces the concession, he's going to speak,
Yep, and
thank
then
everybody for a few minutes.
Trudeau gets up and speaks to all people kind.
all of people kind in Canada. So
Good
congratulations.
for him. Yeah, that changes everything.
And Trump's very happy for him, of course.
It's the best.
It's the best. I want to say congrats to very, very fine politician, Prime Minister Trudeau. Look forward to working with you in the future.
You like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.
Nobody likes to say people kind. Just for the record, Justin, nobody. I mean, we do now because of you, but Nobody really likes
Nobody.
saying that. Nobody.
Hey, how much money will you need in retirement? Are you sure you won't outlive your money? Having a plan today means that you can adjust as your life changes. Retirement doesn't have to be a mystery. Contact our friend Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial today to learn the answer to one of the most important questions for your retirement. Call him today, 248-626-2000. Ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Jay, I was going to get into Hillary Clinton's attack on Tulsi Gabbard,
Yeah.
but then I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm not going to do that to Jay today. I'm just not. I'm just going to just
All
be
right.
like, Hillary Clinton goes over in this pile.
Cool.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
Even if it's not the actual
Floor,
thing.
yours.
No, but I did read your article, and the only thing I wanted to say about it is that the article says, like, Hillary Clinton, after losing the election in 2016, has been relatively low-key. And I'm like,
Yeah,
What?
flying
How-
under the radar. I was like,
how so? What,
You know, she was out of the public eye for a while, right? There was a big period.
Okay.
She
Well,
she kind of
that
launches
hiking
herself
photo,
back
hiking
in here and
selfie.
there. Yeah, the hiking thing happened soon after the election.
like 2 days after.
But she went quiet for a relatively long period. Over the 3 years, I
Yeah.
mean, has she really been...
Well,
think- but
it
think
seems
about
like
it, if she-
every time we do see her, remember she had the book tour though. That's probably what it is. And the book that she came out with just announced 150 reasons why she lost that were not her fault.
Right, right.
You know, and so she was on tour doing that and driving everyone nuts and getting a lot
Yeah.
of press for that. And then she had the dumb tour with
Yeah.
Bill.
Yeah, I
So,
wouldn't
well,
define
flying
her as being
under the
like,
radar.
Yeah, I wouldn't
is-
define it as under the radar, but I
Well, here's the
don't
thing,
know.
though, Jay.
I don't
Would it-
feel like
what,
she's been...
what would it have been like if those things were successful, though? Like, that's the thing. Like, she did
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
tour, but it wasn't successful.
Right.
So we kind of just stopped paying attention.
It was a
But what if it had been
disaster.
sold out everywhere she went?
Yeah.
She wasn't really, I don't
Like
know. You're
Michelle
right.
Obama. Michelle is crushing anywhere
Dude,
she goes.
Her hip to waist ratio is so troubling to me. Did you
I
see the
know, I
Instagram
know.
photo the other day where she has like a medicine ball? She's,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
doing
yeah,
a
yeah.
lunge.
She's doing a workout or
It's
something.
like, really? Is this a picture you want out there? Is this really what you?
you know someone signed off on it, probably her. You're not allowed to talk about women's bodies, though.
Well,
James. You're not allowed to do that.
It's just the hips to waist.
Dude,
the hip to waist is troubling.
Have you seen all
There
this?
it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not.
You know, she's
Yeah.
older. That's fine. You know, I'm not.
I know.
She's always been that, though, body style, right? It's not like she...
How old is she?
I just want her arms to be more ripped or something if she's going to do that, or I want to see like a six pack or something if she's going to pull that.
Yeah, she's probably 50-something E. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Mid 50s, yeah.
Yeah.
55. I think it's pretty decent for a 50.
Yeah, for sure it is.
But I know
It's-
I do know. But the problem is Jay has the problem. I think
the
like
ratio.
Mike had.
It's
Well,
the
I-
ratio.
Well, I think your problem is almost like sometimes what Mike does, where it's like you're mad that people are calling like just over the top, saying, "Oh my God, she's unbelievable."
Oh, right,
And
right.
you're-
Yeah,
and it's like,
how sexy
well,
she is.
Right? Is she
Oh,
or is
she's
she
fine.
Just, yeah.
She's fine
Troubling hip to waist ratio.
for a mid-50s married woman.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Nothing to Instagram and get 5 billion likes on it.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
But the amount of articles that I've read the last couple days that are like, yeah, if Michelle Obama were to get into the race, she would hands down be the front runner. I'm like,
You don't believe that?
no, I do believe that, but why? What has ever she done that would make you like? She didn't like being invited, in the White House. Period. I didn't think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like she didn't get into the.
Because I think she's not fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I
right.
think that's what people are kind of wanting at this point.
Like she's never said anything but no, not interested.
You're right.
I'm not really. I went with my husband as he did this, and that's great. But I don't get the vibe that she's politically interested in stuff like that. But they're acting like, well, if she considers it, and I'm like, is that really a possibility? That
Yeah, I have no
I
idea.
mean-
I've never heard anything like her suggesting that it would be.
and you always get that vibe from some people. Like Oprah was always, no, I'm not interested. But some people are like, well, we'll see what the future
Yeah,
holds.
yeah.
That guy's getting in the fucking
Yes,
race
for sure.
You know what I mean? I don't know. At this point, I would say no.
Right.
But yeah, he's getting in.
Yeah, instead of talking Hillary, I'd rather look at the bungling gardener who tried to kill cockroaches
love
by
it.
setting fire to their nest,
we're-
but blows up his lawn instead.
I knew you were going to love that story, as you should, and we will definitely get to it. I want to wrap up really quick though. Did you see Mitt Romney's burner
oh yeah,
account?
Pierre
'Cause
Delecto.
Pierre Delecto. We need. Is there something to that name?
I'm
Pierre de-
suggest. I guess Delecto is Latin for whatever. Let me look.
No,
it up.
I didn't know if it was like, oh yeah, that's a call back.
Oh, I don't
to-
know, man.
Like what's fucking Danger? Wiener, Anthony Weiner's. What was his fucking name?
Oh, yeah, it's something Danger. You're right.
Something Danger. Carlos Danger?
Maybe, yeah.
I think Carlos Danger. And that's just him wanting to be called Carlos Danger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to know is Romney's Pierre Delecto, you know, because I want to call him Pierre Delecto from now on.
No.
And he's like, he's what a dork. You have this Twitter account so you can keep an eye on what the late night comics are saying or what the other politicians are tweeting about. But it's not you, it's Pierre Delecto.
Actually.
You don't think that most
Actually,
people do that?
That's probably a good idea.
I
dude.
bet there's a ton of people who do that.
You're a
People
public
in the-
figure. If you want to make a comment on someone's policy, be Mitt Romney. What the fuck is
do you mean?
Pierre Delecto? You're going to go in and take issue and rag on people's comments that you don't agree with or policy shit under a fake fucking burner name?
No, that's not it. Like, what if he just wants to? What if he really does want to foul some comics that are a little bit,
Yeah.
whatever?
No, no,
What's
no,
the
he's
purpose of a burner account?
He's following late night comics who are doing all the political jokes. He's not following comedians. He's following Colbert.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
But if he wants to like something or comment on something, he doesn't necessarily want to defend it as Mitt Romney.
yeah.
You just want to get in the sandbox a little bit.
It's like, yeah, I understand that.
I don't really see a
Say-
problem with it, honestly. And I bet
Well-
you more people than you think do this.
Oh, probably a lot of people do. And I get it if you don't want to be a public figure. That makes sense. You want to be on there and whatever, and not be known. But, when they're like doing stuff like, who was it? He often touts himself from this. Like, not as him, though.
Oh, Kevin Durant was doing that too.
Oh,
He was
Kevin
getting on people-
famously, yeah.
trolls who were trolling Kevin Durant. He'd get on there and be like, "What's so bad about Kevin Durant?" And all
Yeah,
that shit,
yeah.
defending himself.
That's a little different to me.
yeah,
but-
which is totally.
Like, Golden State fans think he's going to have a real problem.
Where
in
is
New
he now?
York.
Brooklyn?
Yeah, in Brooklyn because he's soft.
Yeah.
KD is that. He's the guy that listens to everything everyone says.
Yeah.
Takes real issue with it. He's going to the New York media. Oh, good luck. But yeah. So Bloomberg reporter Stephen Dennis tweets a short list of GOP senators sticking up for fellow Senator Richard Burr. Romney was not on the list, and then Pierre Delecto chimes in. Romney too. Romney too supports him. He said to Post he has confidence in Chairman Burr too.
Well, that's a little lame.
And it's
but-
like, you fucking douche. Oh, by the way, don't forget about Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
He supports the guy too. He's on the list too.
Well, yeah, that's verging on the Kevin Durant thing. But when you say when you say like, oh, but you're a public figure, dude, public figures more than anybody would probably want burner accounts to be able to just do things, just kind of keep an ear to things without being them.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's douchey. Don't get me wrong. Like him chiming in and saying, "What about basically himself?" That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and he's like, oh, I guess they call me a lurker. And it's like, yeah, I'm a lurker. It's like, that's not a compliment, dude. Come on.
Did we ever look at him blowing out his birthday candles? I'm not sure we got to that video. It was maybe almost a year ago. I think we pulled it, but didn't get to the end of the show. He has the most ridiculous way of blowing out candles. He's
Really?
presented this.
Wait,
this,
I think I do vaguely remember
presented this birthday cake by his staff. And
Oh.
oh my goodness! I'm just so surprised that you would care about me on my birthday. Blah blah blah.
this. He fucks it all up, doesn't he?
Dude, he takes every candle out, blows it out. Watch this fucking guy. Look at that thing. It's a Twinkie birthday cake, number one. Oh my God. So they're all Twinkies because he loves Twinkies.
Yeah, sure.
Look at this guy, man. Lead him. One at a time.
Never mind what I asked.
What the hell?
Is this a joke? Is he doing this as a joke?
Lead him.
Look at all the wishes I'm getting.
You can't get all those wishes, asshole. You get one.
All these wishes.
Everybody. Senator. Oh, Senator.
Oh my God.
Look at every hair perfectly in place. This
Oh,
guy.
absolutely. Look at all the
Staff
nerds.
members. We're just celebrating his birthday.
Oh my God. That's a guy who doesn't want you to know that he can't.
Dude, he's ironing his goddamn suit while it's on.
Yeah, where was that? That came out of
This
nowhere, kind of.
These people, dude. Honestly.
Rodney. Shit. He's more complicated than we thought. Mike.
Yeah, he is. There's a lot to
Pierre
untangle here.
Delecto,
Yeah.
Twinkie birthday cake,
I think that's
ironing himself.
I think he just doesn't want to show the world that he cannot with one breath blow out
Yeah.
16 candles.
He's
and
not vital
Twinkies.
enough to blow out the candle.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because that's devastating. If you get up there and can't blow all your candles out with one breath, I mean, you're not
Or
hireable.
maybe
at
he
that
wanted
point.
to ensure that his wish comes true.
Well, that's what he said. Look at all the wishes I'm getting. No, you're not.
If you don't blow them out all in one, though, I think the rule is
I know. Do you get? You
don't
can't
get
just
individual wishes.
Right.
No, you blow out.
That's
all
the rule, right?
candles.
If
Yes.
you get them all,
Yes.
your wish comes true. If
Yes.
not, better luck next year.
That's when we started fucking with people, the ones that won't go out. It's like,
Yeah.
man, I'm never gonna get my wish.
Yeah.
You know, but no, you cannot individually take them off and blow one out. No, you will never get that wish, sir. Never. Star Wars
Yeah.
Did you see the,
final trailer? I did.
kind of looked pretty cool, right? You want to watch a
Definitely
minute
looks
of it?
cool.
Like,
Sure.
So what do they do? This is kind of their pattern. Like they drop like 4 trailers over a period of time. Isn't that kind of what they've been doing?
Isn't that kind of what all movies do, or no?
Do they like?
Now I think they do. I mean, I
like
well,
all movies will have
No,
multiple trailers like
I think
that.
these
Like
action movies. I mean, look, I don't watch any of them, but I think like the Marvel movies and all this shit. I think that's the thing now.
But the Star Wars ones seem like, oh, there's a specific date. It's going to air during the Super Bowl. Like, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it aired on halftime of Monday Night Football last night.
Yeah.
I thought it looked pretty cool. Honestly, I did. Let's take a look at it. It's the final trailer before the premiere opening night, December 19th, The Rise of Skywalker. And I need you to tell me what's going on in this, Jay.
It's an instinct.
That's Rey, our hero.
Yes.
A feeling.
Heroine.
The force brought
That's
us
Finn,
together.
our hero.
Yep.
We're
So
not
she's
alone.
doing Jedi training.
That's Poe, our hero.
Good
okay.
people will fight if we lead them.
That's our
Chewie.
Asian one.
People keep telling me they know me.
We have another Rey Kylo Ren face-off. This time on a strange piece of wreckage in the middle of the ocean.
Look
Apparently,
at that. Oh, that's so badass.
lots of X-wings going to battle.
Palpatine.
So, yeah, the biggest thing is it appears Palpatine is coming back, right?
Isn't that guy dead?
You thought he was at the end of Return of the Jedi, right?
Was it Empire? I thought he died at the end of Empire. Was it Return of the Jedi?
Return of the Jedi, when Vader chucks him down the chasm of the
right.
rebuilt Death Star.
Yeah.
But this is the big moment everybody's pointing
What are you
to.
doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir.
Is 3PO gonna die, Mike?
My
No.
friends.
It's amazing how they get emotion out of.
A Wookiee?
Well, no, out of like a Wookiee. You know, he can and show you what he's feeling. But like R2D2, the way he
Yeah.
goes and he does a little dance.
Yep.
And you know he's a happy guy.
Yeah. Look at BB-8 go.
Yeah. Who was that little dude that was working on doing surgery there on
Yeah, we don't know.
3PO? We don't know who he is
No.
because it's going to
He
be
looked
hard to
deft.
catch that cute son of a bitch they had last year on the island.
Oh, the Porgs?
Yeah, it's
Those
going to be
little
hard
guys.
to pass those up at Christmas
No,
time. You know
the
what I
Porgs
mean?
are cute.
They're good guys.
Yeah, it looks good. I'll go see it.
Yep.
And I'm staying away from the spoilers at this point.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Although I'm
How many
very, very
Easter
curious.
eggs do you think were in what we just watched there? Because aren't they famous for that too? Dropping these Easter eggs in these trailers.
I don't know.
They've got numerous giveaways. Are you going to go opening night?
I'm sure I won't.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go that opening weekend anyways. StarWars.com, if you go there, you can see it. But they've got all kinds of things. You kind of dig this stuff.
What?
You know, well, if you go opening night and buy a ticket, you know, you get there's a special pin, Star Wars collectible pin.
I
that
would if it
people
were for
go.
other movies. I mean, I like Star Wars, but not like that. Like Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Plus, they get special concessions offers.
Ooh.
Maybe get $1 off your popcorn.
$1 off my $20 of popcorn.
If you want a full bucket of
I will
popcorn,
get.
Easus.
Yeah, I guess tickets are on sale now, right?
Yeah, they went on sale this
crazy.
morning or last night. Those who attend the Star Wars marathon events, can you imagine going to a Star Wars marathon event? That's a better marathon for me than the ones you guys like. Sit and watch 9 movies in a row. No, thank you.
Yeah, even
Nope.
I.
But for
don't have
them, dude,
interest in that.
I think it's almost stupid not to offer that, though. There's just so many nerds out there. It's
Yeah.
a big thing. This is technically the end.
Yeah.
I think it'd be dumb. Why not? Why not?
Plus,
throw
you get
it
an
out there?
exclusive blanket.
Oh, fuck.
Right? Huh? IMAX has unveiled Star Wars Sundays at AMC theaters. Fans who purchase a Sunday ticket to Star Wars between December 22nd and January 12th receive an exclusive print from artist Dan Mumford.
Really? Because that's the day I'd probably go.
There you go. So it's going up against the other big one that weekend is 20th Century Fox's Bombshell. I just don't
That
see that
Fox
doing
News
well.
thing.
Yeah, like the Roger Ailes.
I think I'm gonna go see it, but only for the novelty of I just don't understand what it's gonna be like. You're gonna go and watch this movie that's about Fox News and a sexual harassment suit, and who's gonna be there? I know I mentioned that the other day, but it's
I don't know,
would
man.
it be appropriate at times to yell
don't
out
know.
"pretty fucking hot" or something? I mean, I'd tap that,
Yeah,
I get it.
I don't know, man. I don't know how that's going to go, but I wouldn't think that the audience was there for it. Was like, oh my god, we need a film on this.
I mean, what are you supporting? I guess are you supporting?
It's the start of the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Really, is what it is. It's taking down the powerful old white rich man.
Yeah.
And and the women
But where's
heroes
that
who
money
fought
going?
back, like Gretchen Carlson or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
That was her.
But they're making money, right? It's a movie company made it, and they're selling it in theaters. So who's for profit, right? Like it's not like this is a
Yeah.
thing where the money is going to the Me Too movement.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, dude, there's lots of movies like this. It's like,
there are. I just think it's so early though. It just seems
the Catholic Church one.
Well, of course, I mean-
the Boston Globe uncovering the Catholic Church scandal. They're great
Yeah.
movie about that, right? I never saw it, but I know that did really well.
Yes. Yeah. I'm trying to
Same
think.
sort of thing, right?
Well, I
Same
think-
sort of audience would go see that.
Yes.
I think my thing, Jay, is that it just seems still so new. Versus you're right. A lot of movies are based on historical
I
events.
get
or
the
something.
Wolf of Wall Street, where it's the old boys network and they're crazy partying, fucking everything that moves, and then they get their comeuppance at the end and are arrested and all that. There's people that are gonna go there and are gonna fucking laugh at the craziness of it all. Like this is gonna be, 100% I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar, right? This is just gonna be a weird superhero for chicks film.
Yeah,
And I
maybe.
don't know, maybe maybe that's great and it kills. I don't know, but I just don't get the feeling like there's a super need for that.
Especially when Star Wars is sitting there.
I know.
The theater right next door. You hear all those lasers and shit.
Lasers going
I
on.
want to be over there.
Because it's just going to be a bummer. Anyone in there's going to be like, man, that stinks. That girl she didn't want to be fingered by that old guy. And
She
he
didn't
just
get her
fingered
promotion.
Some progressive couple, the girl takes him, takes a guy to prove a point, and you're right, Jay. He just hears the lasers and stuff, and he's just getting shamed.
Just hear- you just hear,
And he's just getting see, look at these men, pigs.
Every time the door opens at the same time as his theater door, and he hears the iconic fucking score of Star Wars. It's just
man.
he's got, honey, I'll be back in a minute. I don't know what is going on with my bladder, but I'm going to piss myself. He just keeps going out in 10-minute increments. Watch a few minutes here and there.
Hey, a quick word from our friends at Twin Peaks.
At Twin Peaks, there is something from the made-from-scratch menu for every fan's appetite. The perfect sidekick to any meal is a featured rotating tap, served at a frosty 29 degrees in a 22-ounce man-sized mug. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
All right. Made you wait long enough.
Yes, I want to see the goddamn termite thing.
They're calling a
cockroach thing.
A bungling gardener.
Yeah. I've seen it described as that.
Yeah. It's incredible. And all I could focus on in the beginning is the Roops.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He was just sitting there.
Roops was like, what's my human doing?
What is that guy doing, man? He's weird. And then it's like, he must look at humans and be like, you guys are so weird.
All right, so this guy has a plot of grass. It's maybe 16 by 10 or something. It's just this weird little backyard area.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, there's a Proops laying there, a little beagle or something.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude is trying to take care of a cockroach infestation, right?
Caesar.
Is it okay
yes.
to say infestation, guys?
I think you can say
An
that.
invasion?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. There's cockroaches in his lawn.
Yes. Gross. This is in South Brazil, by the way, which is probably Caesar Schmitz is his name. He's a 48-year-old truck driver, and his wife is bitching about all the roaches that have appeared to be invading their garden, unwanted illegals on his property. And so he wants to get rid of them. So she's scared of them. Yeah, begged me to destroy their nest under the ground once and for all. At first, he used poison spray. I think that's a good
key.
starting point.
It's hugely key to this video.
I mean, we've all started.
Poison spray.
We've all been there.
It's a reasonable place to start.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you don't hit it with the heavy.
Spray something on it, right?
Hopefully,
I'm
we're
not gonna
done.
get my hands dirty. Go ahead and just spray it on there.
But what do they say about cockroaches? You know what I
They never
mean?
die, man.
They never die. That guy's a cockroach. He'll live forever. So he tried to kill him with that way, but the product drove the cockroaches out of their burrow. At that point, he decided to light a match to set a fire to the hole. Key to this as well is he threw in a little cap full of gasoline for good measure.
Yeah, he did.
And then it was like, now you're sitting there looking at the roops, sitting there watching his human, and this idiot's he's got matchsticks. Go ahead.
Dude, my God. All right, there's the roops.
Yeah.
Oh, what's he
There's
doing?
2 roops. There's another roops over there
Yeah.
up top right.
Just throw in that match there.
Man, that didn't
See
work.
what happens there.
Oh, man, what are you doing, Pop?
Kitchen matches.
my
Good
God.
thing I have another one.
Yep.
Throw it in there.
Another one. Yeah. Well, swing and a
miss.
miss. Here we go. We got it.
Got it.
No problem.
His friggin' lawn blows up.
His lawn blowed up,
Like
dude.
a good portion of it goes over his head.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? Not all of it, but a good portion of it goes over his head.
Look at those roops going, dude.
And his reaction, he's just like, what the hell?
He didn't see this coming. Yeah, we got it this time.
Oh, shit.
Look at the table go flying in the air.
Oh, my God.
Those
Yeah.
roops are like, you maroon. What did you do? I whiz back here.
Look at him just looking
This
at
is-
it.
And the thing is,
Well,
now
I'll be
you-
darned. I'll be darned.
Well, didn't know that could happen.
when you do something like this too, though, it's like now you gotta
Clean that shit
you
up.
gotta do something about it.
This is his opportunity to go
move?
rock.
Yeah.
He could go rock bed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Gets
why.
rid of the cockroach problem. Doesn't have to mow the lawn. I mean, dude, that lawn went up.
It's like sod plus maybe 4 inches below.
Right.
Just up.
Yeah.
At least waist high. All of it.
And it's cool because it's boxed in it, like there's cement.
Yeah.
So it's squared off.
Yeah.
So you really get the whole cake leaps off the pan. You know what I mean?
Holy crap, dude! That must have just been surreal.
He's got, what, is that clothesline going across there?
Yeah, that might
Hits
be
the
for-
clothesline, man.
Yeah.
His freaking lawn hits the clothesline.
Is that clothesline or is that for his dogs to run?
Oh,
no, I
yeah,
guess
maybe.
it's clothesline. What is this backyard layup? I understand this is Brazil, but what are we doing here?
Well, he's got his little Proops house
Is that
next to the lawn, right? I think it's a really good use of space, to be honest. He's got
Really?
very limited space. He appears to have a little garden area where, you know, maybe the wife tends to the annuals there. See it?
Where
See
where
the
you see
table
it?
behind him? Proops number one
Okay.
is
See, I
under it?
thought below where Proops number 1 is, that's a little doghouse right there next to him, right?
Oh, no, I was thinking, okay,
Like,
maybe.
her annuals are up there, right? They're
Does he
they're
have
to
a
be
chicken
dealt
coop?
with.
Does he have a traditional chicken coop?
That's what I'm wondering. It looks like wire.
Is that a chicken in the foreground there in front of the coop? I don't know.
Well,
it's hard to see.
I'll tell you this: the Roops felt plenty comfortable going in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh man, I'm not supposed to be in the chicks and coops.
Right.
Like he was like, fuck that. He ran right in there, knew right where he was going. So I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what's that house in the far corner?
Yeah, I'm thinking
what
that's
the
Roof's
hell-
house.
So he's got a couple houses.
I don't know that that's a house under the table by Proops number one. I don't-
Okay, well,
It's all speculation at this point.
boy, oh boy, I've seen Snoopy's doghouse many times on the.
Doubles as a sop with camel.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sits right on top of there.
Hell yeah.
Traditional dog house with a 35-degree slant
yeah.
on the roof. Yeah.
Don't you see similarities?
I
to
do,
what,
but
what is there
I'm
next to
not-
that Roops?
Yeah, I guess play it. Let me see if
Oh, this is not it.
Yeah, go back to the video.
if Poops moves out of the way, maybe.
Oh, he will.
Yeah,
He'll move out of the way
he
soon
has
enough.
to.
Yeah.
He's forced.
We need to see if the whatever that is moved out of the way.
All right, here we go. There's the fatal match right here. Poops is watching both of them
Yeah.
just
A little Roop's house. See, he's tied up too, so he can't go too far. See, he's got his yellow.
But he goes in that,
Oh no, he's not tied up, dude. Yeah, I'm confused. And that other dog, man, he took off in that corner, could not get further away. That's awesome.
They're confused.
Yeah, they all should be confused. I'm confused. I guess highly flammable methane gas from the insect venom had accumulated in an air pocket under the lawn.
I was thinking it was the poison he sprayed. Okay.
The lid full of gas only added to the combustion.
Yeah.
So these bugs release a venom that was sitting there on the ground, and his match hit it.
Let that be a lesson. I didn't know.
Yeah, right?
Jeez.
Crazy. Yeah, methane gas, flammable methane gas from the insect venom had accumulated. Wow, that's crazy.
Didn't know cucarachas had venom.
I didn't either.
Let alone combustible venom.
Yeah, they do. They don't think charges will be brought. It says, man, they do not think he intended to injure anybody.
Charges?
Well,
yeah.
He definitely didn't intend.
Well, I know. They don't envision any charges being made for endangering lives.
Oh.
I would say those Roop's lives were definitely endangered, as was his own. People don't try that at home. If you find cockroaches buried in the garden, don't try and explode your lawn to see if it works.
My gosh.
You know what I mean?
It does, that you
Because it was really hard for people to not drop a Mentos into a fucking 2-liter of Coke.
Yeah.
Once you see it, it's possible to blow your lawn up.
Yeah.
Don't do it, clowns. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, the reality, though, to me is it seems like I don't think he was being like a fucking total fucktard. Like, I could kind of understand the thought process, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you, you're right, and here's how I know. Every year, towards the end of summer, like when you start getting into the mid-August, start of September, by the back over there, you guys might remember this. For a couple days, there's like fucking bugs everywhere. Those little flying ants or whatever.
Yeah.
They're in the pool and they're all over. It's like an infestation for like a week, and then they're gone. Well, out by the garden, under the dirt, it's wood blocked in and the dirt, there's this like fucking goo, this like orange goo that I would see. I'm like, what is that? And that's where these things were hatching, with some sort of larvae, and then these things would hatch overnight and then infestation. And so I went out there 2 years ago and I was like, there's that fucking orange thing. And I went and absolute genocide. Murdered, smeared this shit everywhere, dug it out of the ground, lit it on fire. So had there been some venom in there I wasn't aware of, I could have blown the whole damn house up.
Yeah.
But I've done it 2 years in a row now and had virtually no problem. Like, I got the shovel out this year and just fucking mash these cocksuckers right when they're about to hatch. You can see them wiggling in there. It's like, oh, nice. You think you're coming out here to play? Think again, pal.
Larvae are so gross.
Oh, it's so gross. So gross. So many good videos, man. So many good videos the last couple days. I held a couple of these, the white supremacist. It sucks because a lot of these are just closed circuits, so you don't
get the lead up. You don't know what was said exactly.
Yeah.
What the interaction was truly like.
Well, there's something just to be said with, two idiots fighting and you've got an iPhone recording of it. It's crystal clear, And so when you get something nice about the old school closed caption, the closed circuit TV, but yeah, not hearing it would be nice in this case. So you got this chick, or this guy, suspected white supremacist based on all accounts, gets knocked the fuck out by this black dude. They say video shows a frail white man in a verbal confrontation with a black woman. If you're going to call him a frail white man, don't you think we should go? Gets into a confrontation with a morbidly obese black woman.
Right.
You know what I mean? If we're going to identify one person's body type, you should identify both.
Adjectives abound for the white guy.
Exactly. Frail. See, look, frail sounds like a 90-year-old, Frail white man. That's a punk-ass kid. And so she's got a little kid with her, a child in a store. The white man reportedly called the woman the N-word, prompting her to walk away from the checkout counter with the child. Good move. We don't see that move very often, where someone gets called something like that and then gets the fuck out of there. Usually it's now we've just taken it up a notch. But the black dude standing in line behind them,
he's having none of it.
He's witness to this, and he's like, motherfucker. And then, he's got a decision to make. Anyone have issue with his decision?
So here's the
Here's this punk-ass little kid.
saying something to the, as you described, morbidly obese woman.
Yeah, okay, I've had
that
enough.
is
Let's get out
morbid
of here.
obese.
You know, that's Grimace walking away right now.
Oh,
God.
shit.
He
Yeah,
just
okay, man.
got
And-
leveled.
Oh, he's back. He's back up. Look at him trying to do, and the end rounds here. Refs needed to step in.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. How is he on his feet?
Ugh. I think he gets picked up and then tossed out the fucking store too. If you get in and watch that video,
Dude.
the headshots, dude, and the reactions the body's making
The
are cartoonish.
yeah. The first one is so violent, man.
Yeah.
But-
Stupid.
To this kid's credit, he's got an internal 10 count, right?
Yeah.
He's like, man, let's count it down. Let's see what he gets up on. There goes Grimace, and bam, the sucker
God,
punch.
dude.
All right, 1, 2,
Two,
3.
three. Oh,
come on, Rock,
come
you got to get up. You got to get up. 6, 7,
Stay
8,
down. Stay
9.
down.
He's up.
One,
boom,
two,
boom, boom.
3, 4.
See, a good referee would have allowed him to get his feet under him, right? He got up at 9. He's going to look him in the eye. Are you okay? You're good. All right. And then boom, they're going to separate, and then the pounding begins. But
Dude, is it
that was
Mills
bad
Lane?
refereeing.
Mills Lane?
I don't know.
Mills Lane, was he the doctor or the ref for all those years in boxing?
I don't
Was
know.
it
Yeah,
Mills
Judge
Lane,
Mills
bald,
Lane or something.
yeah,
or-
bald guy. Mills Lane would have, as soon as he got when the guy got up and he got that first jack in, before this hit, and this hit,
He'd have been in there.
Mills Lane would have fucking jumped right
That's
in the,
enough, that's
enough. That's enough. He's had enough. Then the bell would have been ringing, yeah.
Yeah, this is bad refereeing.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Absolutely. The only thing with this video that is suspect, it's like, yeah, there you go. He can get
Yeah,
Holyfield and
okay.
stuff.
Totally remember that guy, yeah.
Yeah. Frank Garza would not allow that to happen.
Will you look at Mills Lane's pants?
I was just gonna say that, dude.
Look
like,
at those purple pants. Are those paisley?
Like he's an official. I mean, this is a big match.
Those
He's-
are beautiful. Look at that
Stunning.
belt.
But he's just-
Stunning.
See, I was gonna say I thought it seemed a little like not very official. Like this, like
Yeah,
Like,
I thought they wore black slacks, right?
Well, I think in fairness, you should pull it out a little bit. We're looking, does he look like he's wearing Jimi Hendrix's old pants? Yes.
he
but
does, man.
if
These
we
bell
back it
bottomed up proper.
Maybe this is something special for that fight.
I mean, here's another image.
He's got ML on his belt buckle. Look at him.
Here I
ML, for Mills Lane, yeah.
Marine
judge
sheriff,
him.
referee, judge. He's done it all.
Yeah, he's badass.
Jesus, let's zoom out and get some,
Yeah, there's
some
got to be
pantaloons.
some good
because those are
shots of-
striking, man.
Yeah.
this is a
Because
little
not just anyone can pull that off. You know what I mean?
Purple, just
Boy, but I wouldn't be shocked, dude, if that was just the lighting, the fluorescent lighting. That you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That those are
giving
jet
it like an
black.
iridescent sort
yes,
of look.
exactly. Because you see the guys behind looks like they're all wearing dope ass purple too.
Well, go back to the first one though. That first one was most telling. God, Holyfield was a beast, wasn't he?
Oh, I guess is that same. Well,
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
be sort of an iridescent effect.
Boy, oh boy, missed opportunity if that's the case because he looks great in those.
It really does.
You know what I mean? Those really do look great.
but to me, doesn't like honestly, doesn't it seem like it's not like I don't know? It just seems there'd be a uniform to be the ref for a big
Yeah.
heavyweight belt.
Yeah.
Like, not like your own little style. There'd
Right.
be like black belt, black pants.
But at the same time, you're going, it's going to be one of the biggest televised audiences ever for a fight.
In the world.
I'm going to
Yeah.
look damn good for this.
Yeah, plus, we're at this point, we're dabbling in the whole, golden whatever, all the sponsorships that are all over the pants on these guys.
Yeah.
So it's like Mills has a strong argument that, if he can go with some
Italian
pot
designer.
currency.
Who knows?
Oh.
Maybe he's wearing designer
There he is
pants.
in the courtroom.
See, I didn't know he was like a judge. It's like the People's Court or some
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
shit. Okay, he did that.
That was on TV, right?
Absolutely.
He was a
Yeah.
TV judge. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay.
He wasn't before Judy, was he? Or is it the
I
same
mean,
time?
I think like the same time ish or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just remember. I do remember like they definitely played up the fact that he was a referee for the boxing
Yeah.
and no bullshit or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh, it translates exactly. I mean, if you can be a boxing
Well, look at
referee,
this.
you
I mean,
should
look
go
at
to
this
sit in the
image here we
courtroom.
got here. I mean, come on, doesn't that?
Yes.
I mean, fuck with
It's
that.
like he's holding a book of fairy tales. That does not
He
look
might be.
jurisprudential to me.
No. He looks like a fucking priest or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doesn't it look like he's holding I don't know.
Maybe he's a priest too. I don't know.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Did it all.
shock me. No,
So back to our friend in the
yeah.
CCTV.
So this idiot, what's he wearing, a Miller Lite T-shirt or something? I mean, he's obviously
A Miller
dopey
Lite
asshole.
tank top. Mike.
Right.
Not a T-shirt, a tank top.
So you're telling me, I mean, I guess nothing would surprise me nowadays. He's going to walk by a guy who's, I don't know, 4 times the size of him. Big fucking black dude. That guy was serious, no bullshit size, that guy. And looked not like a fat dude. He just looked like a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're going to go into this store and saddle up next to a morbidly obese black woman, launch out, call her the N-word, and she's going to walk away, and you're going to be, he doesn't even see this hit coming.
She's essentially Grimace in turquoise.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We know Grimace typically wearing the purple garb. She's in turquoise today. But I see your point. Is a guy really going to do this? Because that's the story. We don't have any audio. We don't know exactly what was said.
Yeah.
The story is that he was really racist and he got his.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, you are left to wonder what really happened there.
Well,
because he definitely got his ass kicked.
If you look at the video again, when the black guy, right before he punches him, there's an internal battle going on in his world. Part of him at first, and if you watch it again, he looks at the chick walking away and then looks at that guy like, motherfucker, did you say what happened?
Okay, let's see that again.
And then he starts to like,
Yeah.
do I just leave? And then he was like, fuck that, and cleans this dude out. Like, what, bitch? Did you just say? Look at him lean in.
Yeah.
There's kind of an internal battle here, like
Grimace waddles away.
like what? And then boom.
See, what I would prefer if this gentleman would have allowed the guy to turn around and face him. It's just the sucker punch nature of this stuff that,
It's.
I mean, I'm not defending the dude if he's fucking racist asshole, but at least let him turn around and face you, then kill him.
That guy's thrown punches before.
Yeah, he has.
I mean, he just dot, 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 dot. And these are very, for both of us, actually for all three of us, these videos a lot of times are really hard to watch. Because you just, if they went, that killed him, you could kill that kid with that first punch. And then your life is ruined. And it's like, really, you couldn't handle.
It's lucky he fell into a shelf of Twinkies.
Yeah, right?
Other delectables. I think they broke his fall.
Probably. I think I saw a whatchamacallit in there somewhere flying out of
By
there.
the way, here's a better image.
Yeah, he definitely wears a unique belt. Miles does.
That's all they'll let him do.
Yeah, but those appear to be standard black
What would happen if
slacks.
they allowed him to bring his style into that? Because he clearly wants to.
He'd be a distraction. He'd have so much flair on and stuff. You can just tell. That guy loves it. Never met a camera he didn't love.
Yeah, but it's the fight game. I mean, this is literally the fight where Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear off.
Isn't that funny? Because that one was at 98 or something like that.
It was a
was
little
later.
earlier than
I mean,
that.
he's certainly dressed like he must have had this idea that he wanted to look old school, or something. Like he doesn't. Don't you think? Like button up shirt like that. Like
I don't know. What do they wear now?
I guess I don't know.
I
What
think
would
they're
a
pretty
boxing
much,
ref wear now? Not UFC.
yeah.
Yeah, UFC. Those guys can wear T-shirts and shit. I
Yeah,
think.
but what would a
But probably close
Vegas
to what
sanctioned fight
probably
render?
what Mills is wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I
that's
don't
pretty
know.
pretty standard. I mean, my guess is they get to choose their shoes because they want to be
Like,
dancing
I don't know
out
who
there.
this is, for example, but it just looks more recent. And
Yeah.
ooh, that is it's an in shape looking referee.
All
Yeah.
those guys don't look in particularly good shape.
We'll get Frank Garza on. He's a buddy, old friend of mine that is a ref in boxing. He was the ref in the Tyson fight here at the Palace.
Really?
Yeah, was it Galata? Fucking tomato can that Tyson fought.
Which one?
Well, the one at the Palace, the last one. I think that was
Zero
the fight when.
recollection of that.
Yeah. It was 2007, something like that. It was huge. Cheapest ticket was like $2,000 to get into the Palace that night. That was one
I
where
guess I
that guy went
kinda-
down, and then people were chucking fucking beers at him as they walked through the tunnel.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I kind
Was it
of remember.
Galata? Exactly. Mike Tyson is the one you would give a shit about.
Gotcha.
But Frank Garza was the ref. So we can ask him what it's like to jump in front of Mike Tyson, and, to break him up and shit.
Yeah. Hey, a
can
quick
find it.
word from our friend Rich at the Blind Biz, huh?
Hey guys, it's Rich from the Blind Biz here. Don't freak out, but the holidays are fast approaching, And let's face it, your blinds are probably in worse condition than Big E's car after his wreck. So unless you want your in-laws to think you're some bigly loser this holiday season, give us a call. We'll hook you up proper, just like we did at Radio for One Studios. We carry all types of blinds, shades, and shutters, offer free shop and home appointments, free installation, and mention TDC will give you 20% off and free cordless option on all cellular shades. So give us a call at 866-246-8875 or check us out online at theblindbiz.com.
Man, I am again struck at the command of Rich.
Yeah. He takes command.
I mean, if he takes half that command of your shades and shutters,
Yeah.
I think we're all in for a real treat.
When he comes out with, "Hey guys, it's Rich from the Blind,"
Yes.
like right, it's like, okay, that gentleman is in charge of the airwaves for
Not
next
to
little
be
bit.
denied.
Yeah.
What do you
No
think
doubt
the
about it.
nickname of the guy who Tyson fought was? Tyson, being the Iron Mike Tyson. What do you think Andrew Galata,
Tomato can.
the powerful pole?
That's right, Polish. You don't remember this dude in 2000 at the Palace? This was a big deal.
I do remember.
I'm surprised Jay doesn't remember
Yeah.
it. You would have been living over by there. This was advertised like crazy. This is the one where Tyson had the Lamborghini or the Ferrari that broke down in the alleyway in Detroit and just left it there.
Oh, okay, I remember that.
Yeah, that was this
Yeah.
night, and it ended really fast. I think that guy was scared to death, and so he went down in a heap.
Which guy?
Gelato, the punishing pole. What did you say?
Yeah, the powerful pole.
If you can find video of that, I think you will find that the Palace crowd was none too thrilled.
Yeah,
with his
wanted to see more than 20 seconds of a fight,
I
did
think
they?
This is probably.
Well, I don't think he's going to die. No, he could get hurt.
He did behave in his last fight.
I can just get right to the end if you want.
Yeah.
He was very cautious, Bobby, and playing dumb.
See how this? I'm not sure about this time framing because I don't know why.
It's a
an hour.
55, right? It's an
Fight
hour-long
between
video.
a trainer and a fighter to continue fighting where the trainer wants.
that could be over, and they're just doing 30
I would
minutes
probably,
of coverage.
yeah, I'd probably go like 2 minutes in.
Well, no,
The
they
people
were-
who were rooting for you, your fans.
Shit. So.
yeah, keep
The
going.
mic a little bit, tied him up, was
going
starting
back,
to do what he
keep
wanted to
going
do, get to the fourth.
You haven't got there.
Holding the inside a lot. He learned.
Yeah, there's Frank.
Tie him up on the inside.
They made the round two.
Yeah, 2 rounds, Mike. Come on. This was described to me as a tomato can 30-second fight. This is a war out there.
I think the way he went down was not very noble.
Okay. Bobbing and weaving? Look at the pole go. Was it the punishing pole?
The powerful.
The powerful pole.
Step back. Take a deep breath.
You get in there, Frank.
Oh, vicious, man.
Yeah.
Tyson frightens me.
Let him go.
I don't want to let him go. You let him go.
I saw a video recently he had on TMZ of him shadowboxing or whatever. It looked pretty good still. Like not like he really could fight, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we're halfway through the second.
I know.
here.
I think when he
This is
goes
not what
down,
advertised.
I think when he goes down, it's just fucking lame or
Okay.
something. No, the fight's long over at that
Yeah,
point.
it's over.
Okay, well,
He quits or something.
yeah, because it was the 10 seconds.
Get him up, Andrew. Get him up. Right break. Right break. Get him up. That was an accident. You okay? Mike's showing these little overactions here. That big right hand.
So when Tyson just is done,
That was an accident.
No. The powerful pole.
He gets to the third round?
No, I think he quits or something. It looks.
Huh.
You're missing it with that right hand because you're looping it. Throw it straight to catch it.
Trainer Tommy Brooks.
co-trainer.
Cutman Dr. Ira Trocki.
Listen to what they say to the powerful
Show him
pole.
that just like we worked on in the locker room. Show him that jab and step on it. Okay? Step to the right, fire right. Obviously, Tyson has to get inside. Here he comes, trying to get inside. But as soon as he does, look at.
Yeah, I want to see them talking to him because I got the impression that he like quit the fight or something.
I don't.
No, he back.
I didn't find
Right here.
You're going to disgrace yourself.
He quit.
Oh wow.
What the hell? Why did he do that?
Because he wanted to piss all of us in the Palace off that night. You're going to disgrace all of us.
And he said it a little more colorfully than that, Steve. I'm telling you right now, Charlo's excited, he's upset, and I'll tell you what, it was a better round considering the first round was on his but you won't know until you taste it.
Look at Tyson.
Isn't that
Pissed
crazy?
He didn't get his pound of flesh, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And he didn't get you bite your ear off. This was
eat his
way
children.
way after the
Yeah.
ear thing.
Oh,
now,
yeah,
a few
yeah,
years,
Yeah.
at least. Okay.
This was after a few losses.
This is pre-face tattoo.
Yep.
He just quit in between rounds 2 and 3.
Look at everyone's in their Sunday best.
Yeah.
Look at the pimps out there. Yeah, it's crazy,
The
man.
powerful pull? What was it?
Powerful ball.
Powerful pull.
Yeah.
Not so powerful, I guess.
We'll definitely get Frank in it. We'll get Frank over here
Yeah,
one day
there's
soon.
everyone
And
throwing the shit at him.
Oh
now.
yeah, dude, the whole place. I'm telling you, the arena was raining shit down on them. Beers, popcorn. It was like the fight melee at the Palace. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
You know the
Ron Artest.
Yeah, Ron Artest. Yeah, they were not happy, but I totally forgot.
Oh,
Look at that,
shit.
just throwing
Yeah.
shit
Sure.
on him, spitting on him.
Oh, damn! Now here it really
Yeah,
comes.
dude. Yeah. And yeah. I
So
totally
what
forgot
was the
about that.
explanation?
I don't know. We'll ask Frank what it was like to be in the middle of it, though. That's shit. I totally forgot.
Was he like, hey, he hit me under the belt like 3 times. I was pissed. There has to be some reason.
It looked like he got scared or something. I don't know. His corner guy there is going, "Are you fucking kidding me, Andrew? You're going to embarrass all of us. You're going to humiliate all of us." So, I don't know, man.
Doctor says Galata was right to quit. Andrew Galata sustained a concussion, a fractured left cheekbone, and a slip disc neck injury in his heavyweight bout against Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
according to a neurosurgeon. Blah, blah, blah.
And it should say something too. When a guy that's trained to fight at the level that those guys are, when that guy goes, I got to tap out here, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like that should say
That's the funny
something's
thing. Really,
wrong.
back then it's like, you know, and even today maybe it's still, but especially back then, just you're right. Like what happened? People, fucking pussy. Blah, blah, blah. It's
I
like
know.
the guys could have been murdered in that ring.
Yeah.
In reality, but like,
Well, no,
Yeah, fighter died 2 weeks ago.
yes, yes.
and another one was in a coma or something.
And it's like it's Mike Tyson. You know, I know he's not. You know,
Well, Jay, you said it. There was a shot Tyson threw, and you went, "Oh." You and it caught him in the cheek. That's probably what broke his cheekbone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you could see it, that cut break there.
Oh, his wife said the following. He got hurt. He got injured, and it's probably the smartest thing he did. Stand by your man.
He did get a paycheck though. I think there was
I'm sure he got
quite
something.
quite a bit of money on the line. I don't remember how much it was, but I know that tickets were $2,000 minimum for that fight.
forgot
It was a
about
big
that.
deal in
Yeah.
Detroit at the time. All right, can we watch this drunk couple, Jake?
Yes, sir.
I mean,
There's a lot to unpack here, Mike.
there is, and we didn't have the time yesterday to truly dedicate to it, and I didn't want to discuss this level of video with anyone but you.
Appreciate that.
So it was like, no, we're just going to have to put this one on hold for a day, and because I know there's a lot to break up here and break down. Do you have the video? The best we can tell, and I don't know if there's been updates now that this video is out there. I'm sure people will identify them at some point.
It said that this is at a bed and breakfast, right?
Yeah, like in Ireland,
Okay.
which would make sense. You go out to the old pub in Ireland, you know, figuring, we don't have to drive home. We've got the B&B. So you're going to tie one on, and this couple, boy, oh boy, do they
Yeah, those
succeed.
Irish beers catch up with you, right?
Oh, 1 minute you're just fucking arm in arm with someone's, you know,
Arm in arm.
singing.
Talking about Lucky Charms, etc.
What would you be singing? You'd be singing limericks.
Yeah.
Was
Her eyes, they shine like the diamonds. I swear she was queen of the land. And she was.
What do you know?
And her hair hung over her
Danny
shoulder,
Boy.
tied up by a black leather band.
Hey ho, what do you know?
Yeah, something like that.
Old Danny Boy. That's what you'd be singing.
I think they were
Really?
singing what Jay was saying. They probably sang a lot.
I know,
They,
but Old
they-
Danny
they
Boy's
just
the
do
big one.
Danny Boy all
Yeah, but
day.
that's like, you know, it's fucking like the fucking Freebird.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really? I mean, is it,
Danny Boy!
Wait, Danny Boy! Just
you don't
do it!
You don't
God
request
damn
it. You
another
just start
Danny Boy.
singing it.
Another Danny Boy request. God damn it.
No, there's no request. There's no karaoke. You're just in the bar and someone breaks into Danny Boy.
Just
And then
happens.
everyone else joins in.
course. Sorry.
Next thing you know,
Arm in
you're
arm.
I
arm
didn't
in
realize
arm.
you knew so much about the Irish.
Damn straight. I know you. They don't go, Danny Boy. I'm not taking requests.
Get their lighters out.
No, the point of the Irish sing-along, pub sing-along, is you're all just arm in arm, shit-faced.
I think that they're okay. Fine.
How does Danny Boy sing Danny Boy?
I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure that there are places. where
Oh,
you,
Danny Boy. Is it that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Play it, because it's...
I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how to sing Danny Boy, but
No, but you know when you're at a rail, you go to any bar in America, and you know, just talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be
but
for
that doesn't just
life.
break out.
See, did you see what happened here? Jay could not help that at all.
But that doesn't just break
Go ahead,
out.
Jay.
It has to be,
Try it. Pick a line in that song.
It has to
and
be
see
on
if
a
I can
fucking-
hold back from singing along.
And he knows it was me they've
I've
been coming to see.
to forget about life for a while.
But it would have to be in the jukebox or the karaoke or the dueling pianos. It wouldn't just happen.
This is Daniel O'Donnell singing Danny Boy.
He
Look at this
sits at
son
the
of a
bar,
bitch.
puts
Bread in my jar and says, "Man, what are you doing here?"
Oh,
my God. By the way,
la di di da, la la di di da.
we went to a karaoke bar on Saturday because this girl really likes to do karaoke, and
This
I like
girl.
to do karaoke. Mandy, whatever, likes to do karaoke a lot, and I do too. And it was a
I
fucking
like to
great
say
little Saturday
People
night.
D, by the way.
Sure. And anyway, we got in there, and man, dude, I was actually glad because it made me feel more than comfortable to get up and sing. All the song selections were good. Like, they were good song selections.
Yeah.
Terrible singers.
Wow. So you
Just-
really stood out as like.
I mean,
you brought it home.
I'm sure that was just another line of terrible singers, I suppose.
Oh,
but
don't
like,
say
yeah.
that.
But I certainly wasn't worse than like I wasn't the
Okay.
worst at that night. Like someone did the song you were just talking about, Piano Man, and it was just like I was like, oh, Piano Man, hell
The
yeah.
piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer.
It was like quiet, and so it wasn't like, dude, that's an easy song for everyone to get going into, man. Like all you have to do is start singing it, and the whole bar is gonna be like, hell yeah! And it was just anyway terrible.
He's quick with a joke or a light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. Oh, la la di di da.
Danny Boy.
All right, let's hear
All
a
right,
little bit
fine.
of Danny Boy.
Oh, here I can-
The place was Ireland.
Oh,
The
This is
time
Ireland.
was a time of strife.
Should I get it?
This song tells the story of how an aged and loving father, close to death,
Look at this fucking
who's
guy.
already lost two of his sons to war.
He wouldn't share his lucky charms.
Jesus Louise, can you get the song?
Son, Danny.
Get to the hook, man.
Yeah. I mean, the whole... Dude, if I'm at the bar...
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling
Exactly.
from glen to glen.
Jay, what would be a nice Premier League team in Ireland? Can you name a team in Ireland?
Celtic.
Celtic.
Preach it, Danny O'Donnell.
I don't want to hear this in my pub unless the Celtic just got their asses kicked.
This is like
this is bummer. This is bumming
He's
the room
singing
out.
it in I think he's singing
This
it
is an
quiet.
obnoxiously slow tempo to
Yes.
this song. I think there
I
are
think he's-
others that pump it up a little bit.
Wait a minute. Let me
I mean, his name's Daniel O'Donnell. Of course, he's doing
Let me see
Danny.
if there's
Hey, let's punch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe get an EDM version or something.
No, go to a get into a pub somewhere, man. Have a sing along going in the Irish pub.
Okay, fine. At a bar.
Yeah.
Live
I
at a
don't think
pub.
this happens in pubs, man. I'm going to say this is like going to a bar and singing Yankee Doodle Dandy or something.
Right, I know. That's
I
what
think
I'm
this
saying
is
when
like too traditional.
Well, did you see too that what's going on there? It's when you pulled it up, it says funeral for everything. It's like this
Yeah.
is sung at the
Yes.
funeral. This is not. You don't sing this in the Irish
Oh,
pub.
yes, you do.
No, you
Danny
don't.
Boy.
No.
See, look at it. There it is.
All right, so there's some rando in some corner of Ireland, in some corner of a shit pub singing.
Yeah, showing off.
Oh, Danny boy,
I mean, yeah, you can go find some old American guy singing Yankee Doodle in the
I don't believe
corner of a
that.
bar,
No,
too.
you're right. I don't believe
Doodle
that. That actually proves my point, though. My point is that these songs, like you said, that are at the rail, people just start singing. No, there's like a little Irish band in a small pub, and they're playing Irish songs, and someone goes, "Play Danny Boy."
No.
Yes.
No, I think, you have a good...
They're singing Whiskey in the Jar and shit, man.
Yeah, there you go. They're singing Whiskey in the Jar.
Wow.
And then a fight breaks out,
Who's
obviously.
Irish? Who has
and
more
then
Irish
once
in
the
this
fight
room?
clears and you break it all up, maybe someone busts into Danny Boy to close the night. But it's not one of those you're gonna.
You don't lead with that.
You don't
shit
lead
either.
with it. Yeah, I agree with Jay. Whiskey in the jar, absolutely.
Or her eyes, they shine like the diamonds.
You guys know it better than me, obviously.
Hell yeah.
What it's like to be in an Irish pub.
All right, so that's where we're coming from. We're coming from the Irish pub.
Yeah.
Got
Oh
a
yeah, I forgot about
married couple. They're gonna retire upstairs in their
Hell yeah.
their bed and breakfast.
And the cool thing is they both made sure to leave the bar. He's double drunk. He's got 2 drinks in his hand.
Yes, he does.
And
He's gonna take the inside lane.
and it's a unique staircase. There's some troubling corners.
It is. I mean, I'm not
that's what
gonna
you
say
get
it's not gonna say it's difficult to traverse sober.
No,
But you got 19 Irish beers in you, and you can see why this happens.
well,
There's some unique aspects to it.
yeah. There's the way it turns at the top. You
Mm-hmm.
know the steps get a little narrower, and he makes some critical errors in decisions. But I
Well,
think
she
he's-
doesn't start out very well. Let's talk about her for a moment.
dude. She
Should we watch this? So that
yeah.
we can,
Let's
just-
watch it first because the series of events.
All right, here they come.
So he's got 2 drinks in his
He's
hand.
got 2. I'm
Hell
just
yeah,
gonna
he's
head on up.
double-fisted.
Yep, taking the inside lane. Whoa, he goes
She-
outside, hits the
Oh,
wall. Okay, I'm going
all
to use
right.
the wall. Rubbin's racing.
That-
Look at her. She goes head first.
She's still got her beer though. Her beer's intact. Critical error right
Here he
there.
goes. He falls backward from probably 14 steps up.
Oh, he's at the top of the staircase.
Oh my god, that was the best
And
thing
just slides down the rail. His elbow is still on the rail. And
How did he
get up?
How did he stay in his lane?
ever. Oh my
Look at this move. Look at this. You okay? And then
What happened to
he's
those
like,
beers, by the
where
way?"
are my drinks? I'll just take hers. She ain't using it. I think he steals her fucking drink.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you don't
Head it
need
up.
this. He ripped it right out of her hand,
Yep.
dude. He fucking his went flying against the wall.
She does nothing to help him. I mean, she's just trying to process. She's just looking at the stair.
He's just trying to get up, dude.
She's just
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I got to worry
One
about
step at a
myself
time,
right
one
now.
step at a time.
Is she presenting?
Yeah. If I'm her, I'm telling him don't try to come down here and help me, because he's going to turn this into a bowling alley.
Oh boy.
We're not holding that up.
Boom.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
So she went backward
No, he
about
did-
6 steps down.
He's got a decision to make. Well, you make it okay. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
there's my wife. Should check on her.
Yeah. Stole her
How old
beer.
do you think they are?
60s?
That's what I would say.
Yeah, that might be an overreach. They might be a little younger.
You think so?
Yeah, he does look
'Cause if
grayed
he-
up pretty proper, but he looks pretty trim. That dude could be
And he was
50.
able to handle that fall.
Yeah.
She looks like a fucking old hag. I mean, the way her jacket, that hat, frumpy. If I said he was 72, you wouldn't argue that.
I gotta watch
You'd
this
just be
fall
like,
again.
yeah.
I have to.
I
watch
just
it.
love her head into the wall.
Oh shit! Did we miss that? We already missed it.
No,
didn't we?
here's the critical area. How did he stay in his lane and not take her the fuck out?
It's almost as if he gets a wing over the rail, and that's what keeps him
You're
on.
right, Jay, you're right. That head
Yeah,
into the wall.
that's the only thing that told her to turn.
So if you keep watching, he takes the first couple steps like a boss, and then he quickly
I like that he kicked this little.
kicks the plant.
The plant.
Yeah.
So he takes the first couple steps and then does that slow fall into the wall.
Yeah.
And at that point he should have realized, okay, all right, slow down, hot shot.
Yeah.
All right, Maverick.
Yep.
Let's be careful here.
One step at a time.
And
Drunk
so
or not, and old or not, him able to be getting like I would have an issue if I fell down.
back
that
up again
stairs.
because we need to watch him come flying down.
Shit, what the fuck
I mean, he blazes by this girl, wife,
She doesn't
or whatever.
even flinch.
She doesn't
He goes
react.
by at 60.
He goes by at 120, falling backwards down the stairs into a heap.
Because her whole thing is just staring at that step. Like, all right, I just got to process this one step. If I can just get to this next step, I'll be fine.
I don't
She's
even know if her mind was working
concentrating
that fast. Because there's no way you can't react. You know what I mean? Like, it's after about 8 seconds, she went, ugh, whoa, and like looked back to see, was that a body that just went whipping by me? Imagine being in that B&B, like the owners of that, because someone's making them breakfast in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
How was your night last night?
How did we do at the pub?
Did you enjoy yourselves?
I mean, they're going to come down and just be like, oh my God.
Fuck.
Did I just hear Carl? Somebody just went.
There's going to be broken glass at the bottom of
Everywhere.
the stairs. There's no way those two were fit enough to clean it up. It's
No.
everywhere. There's
Yeah.
drink everywhere, glass everywhere.
Dude, that guy hit the ground at 2 glasses.
He could have
filled
broke his
with
neck,
drugs.
man.
Oh my God. Look at him.
Okay, sir.
He's a
He's
boss
ambitious.
here.
He's
Yeah.
ambitious.
And the party is not done. He's
Oh,
okay,
okay.
all right,
Well,
all right,
all right,
hold
yeah.
on, a little harder.
God, her head into that thing. Her head into that thing.
She's got her purse.
Yeah. Boom.
Do you see what happens? If you're-
Lucky for her, man.
I know.
He hugs that rail.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he was stayed in that lane.
Yeah.
Dude, stairs, man. Look at if you really look, you can see what happens. He kind of fast trots up a second,
yeah.
and then he just misses that
Yeah,
fucking.
he got cocky. That's why I was pointing out. This should have been his warning. Like,
Yeah.
okay, slow down, hotshot. Because when he starts to jog, like, yeah, I got this,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Do ya?
Oh.
Do ya?
Oh,
Look at her.
what is in her head right there? God, she doesn't know though.
Yeah.
Probably, honestly.
All right, was that?
So is she
Honey?
holding the drink in one hand, her phone in the other, maybe?
Yeah.
got, like, a purse
She's got
around?
a purse
Okay,
bag
purse,
on
perhaps.
her arm. Yeah. And then he's like, whoa.
I want to know if they woke
He's
up.
back.
Because I have been here, not here, but I've been when I've just woken up in a hotel room, kind of. And I want to know that they just wake up at like 8, 9 in the morning and then go, "Ooh, I'm sore." You know what I mean?
Oh,
Or-
he's sore.
No, but
I
like,
guarantee you, he's feeling it the next day.
but I mean, I wonder if
If
they're
she remembers
like,
any of this.
yeah,
For
is it-
sure
was it
he
literally-
does, right?
dude.
You'd
maybe.
remember that.
Honestly, no, not necessarily.
and look
I mean,
at her. It's
hiding.
like, you know what? Let's take the couch downstairs.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Wow. Do we know, are these Americans in Ireland?
I don't know.
I was assuming
Look at-
so. But
Right, right.
At this point, it's over. It's over. You're
Yeah.
not holding that.
Yeah.
You're not.
Oh, no.
Your goal there at that point, and you can pinpoint the exact moment when it's like, lady, it's over. You're going down. So how are we going down?
Yeah, let's just-
squat, slow this down, grab a rail, something, back it up, E.
I just wish I could know.
See, he looks somewhat fit, man.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
Might be
He might be
early 50s or something.
mid 50s.
maybe.
You're right,
And given his bounce back, I mean, that guy.
dude. That's impressive. That'd be impressive
Hold
for
on.
me.
Right,
No, yeah. Oh, sorry.
right here. It's
Yep,
it's
yep.
over.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
over.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
It's
confusing.
over.
You don't have your normal muscle memory kick in because of that scoop to the step, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
We've just got that little turn that really fucked him up. It's subtle.
Yeah. I think, is she trying to hold her drink up still? Or is that?
Of course.
Right. Definitely. Can't spell that.
Instincts kick in, Mike.
Yeah, I know. Look at him.
Oh my God, dude, you have some fucking.
Dude, I need to know more about this story because people are going to be able to identify them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
To the astronom file.
and I want to know what B&B it was because that means people were there at the home and heard hellacious
my God,
crashes
yes.
and glass breaking
Yes.
at fucking 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, in their beautiful home.
I know.
Oh,
Hey, Hamlin Pubs, speaking of pubs, is inviting you to their 6 Metro Detroit locations. Come enjoy Hamlin Pubs' great food, their drinks, their atmosphere. Whether you're watching the game with your buddies or out for a meal with the family, it's always a great time at their Rochester, Clarkston, Chesterfield, 2 Shelby Township locations, as well as their newest location in Richmond.
we'll get to email in a second here, but I love this. E sent me this story today about this Christian writer, and she claims God gave her the winning lotto numbers, but she didn't play them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
But it proves though that
Linda Evans Shepherd. I'm not familiar with her writings, but apparently she writes about prayer. So she's got some skin in the game here. You know, I'm not saying that God didn't give her the numbers, but prayer is kind of her jam. So She often achieves the #1 position on Amazon, according to her. So I don't know if that's true. And she wants us to know that she could have won $1 billion in the lottery. God gave her the winning numbers, but she didn't play them, and that's proof that God has a plan for us. I don't necessarily think that's proof.
Why didn't she play them?
Yeah.
What's her explanation?
Because you could still, even if you're religious,
Give the money away. If
there you go.
Think
to
of
the parish
all the
or
good
whatever.
you could do with $1
Fuck
billion.
yeah.
Well, so she's doing an article for Charisma magazine or something. She explains in this that she once prayed a silly prayer asking God to tell her the winning lotto numbers when the jackpot had surpassed $1 billion. Immediately, a series of numbers came to mind. I grinned. I didn't really believe they were the actual numbers that would win, so I didn't stop to play the game.
Well, then why?
But the next day, these were the very numbers that popped up in the drawing. If I'd have played them, I would have won $1 billion.
Imagine if she was freaking, what's his name, who did the 10 Commandments, right? Some of those people. And
Moses.
God spoke to
what
her.
What if Moses hadn't written it down?
Right.
Yeah.
God spoke to her, and she just said, he's probably wrong.
No, she didn't. I don't know what is this game we're playing here? You know what I
She
mean?
said she thought she had the
you
numbers.
asked for the numbers.
Yeah.
God gives you the numbers, and you go, that's probably bullshit, and don't play them.
Yeah, God probably gave me the wrong numbers.
Yeah.
God doesn't give you the wrong numbers.
I mean, and even if he did, that's kind of hilarious. But she says she
had
regrets
God
now.
fucked with her in the
Thomas,
past,
dude.
Had God fucked with her in the past? Like, had she done this before, and God was like, I'll give you
Well-
almost all of them. I'll give you 4 out of 5.
Just enough to bum you out when you lose.
Does this put her into doubting Thomas situation, Jay, or what? I mean,
She says she regrets because she regretted how much ministry she could have done
Yeah.
with that money.
exactly, lady.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So she asked God if she screwed up. Wouldn't you know it? God said she did exactly what he expected her to do. This game they're playing here, I don't like it.
Man.
You know what I mean? In my inner ear of my soul, I heard the Lord whisper, I knew you wouldn't play the numbers. That's why I gave them to you when you asked. I wanted to show you that you really can hear my voice.
You know what, Mike? I
And
recently
all the candy you need is right here. It's right here. You don't need $1 billion.
Why does God have the same voice as all the candy you need?
Because it's fucking creepy to be whispering in someone's ear, even if you're God.
Mike,
Stop. Why wouldn't God just go, Linda, I gave you the numbers. Yeah, you heard my voice. You've been bragging to people.
he
you heard
should
my
be mad,
voice.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that'd be like, what if I just said, oh, yeah, God told me I was supposed to try out for American Idol and I'd win if I did. But I didn't because I didn't believe it. And then when I was done, I said, hey, God, should I have won? He said, no, you did the right thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
But because he's God, he knew you wouldn't.
I know, but then why
knew
did he
you
whisper
wouldn't.
in the ears? He's just fucking with me then.
Yeah, he is fucking. And what
guess
would
he would get kind of boring.
What would he
up
do?
there.
What's that?
It would get kind of boring up there. You'd want to do some shit.
But say you do. Like, I ask God for the numbers. He creepily whispers them in my ear. Oof, give me the willies. I hate someone whispering in my ear, even if it's God. And then I play the numbers and win $1 billion. You telling me he's up there kind of giving me the stink eye, like, so disappointed in you.
Yeah. When's the last time you had someone whisper in your ear? Like, it used to happen all the time when you were a kid.
Yeah.
It was just one of those kid things, like,
Tell a secret.
yeah, Derek's hiding behind the tree. He's going to jump out and
Shut up! I can hear you. I can hear you.
he's going to jump out and try to kick you in the nuts.
Try to kick you in the nuts.
and there'd always be that hot breath and
Yeah.
person kind of spit in your ear. You'd be like, ugh, fuck, gross.
Just
But
say-
thank you for the information.
Derek's been packing rocks into snowballs all day waiting for you to get home. Just saying.
Yeah, whispering was a kid thing, man.
Yeah, it is.
I can't
And it
remember the last time
sucks.
someone whispered in my ear.
Well,
Maybe that little tiny girl has.
yeah. But isn't whispering like it's supposed to be sexy? That was the point of all the candy you need is right here. And it was like,
Yeah. There's
Fuck
nothing
off.
sexy about a
no.
whisper.
Was there a time though when a chick could like whisper in your ear and it was like, oh yeah.
Maybe it's something like, if you're at a dinner or something and a lot of people are around. Like,
When we get home,
let me
I'll just
thread
tell
that thing out. And just... I mean, maybe something like that. I could envision a scenario
Why don't you put that
where there's a productive
Yeah.
whisper.
keep that napkin over your lap and thread that son of a
Yeah,
bitch out.
see? There's a productive
You
whisper.
know, you're sitting here listening to fucking Uncle Morty telling
Yes.
boring ass stories, and you're just getting wristed off there at the table. Yeah,
Yeah, Marty, great.
No. Oh God, that's a great story.
Wow.
Oh shit, that's a good story. Wow. Okay.
Woo! That story for about 3 more minutes.
Oh, hold on. Give me a minute. That was a great story, Morty. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I just don't think God is fucking around like this. You know, if he wanted, you know, why wouldn't he just like, why the need to whisper?
Yeah.
He's got like, why wouldn't he go, Linda, you asked for the numbers. I gave you the numbers. I don't know what else you wanted me to do. You know,
Yeah,
I knew
know.
you wouldn't play him because I know everything, but
I knew you wouldn't, but I tried.
It's a waste of all of our time, really.
Right.
And you know what? While we're at it, just pop in the flesh. You can show yourself. You're God. You can do whatever you want. Just pop me like, Linda, it's me, God. Don't tell anyone, but, you know, this is what I sound like. This is what I look like. I gave you the numbers. You fucking dropped the ball. Oh, too bad for all the famine in the world that could have been helped.
I know.
But whatever, you know.
Malaria
Yeah.
alone. What could you do with $1 billion to fight malaria, right?
What? You could kick the shit out of
Man.
malaria.
Kill all the skeeters.
Yep.
Can you kill all the skeeters with $1 billion? Jesus, Bing it.
I don't know.
I hope so. That'd be awesome if you
Can you
could.
kill all skeeters with $1 billion?
Oh, even mosquitoes are.
Would you
have
want to water
purpose.
those people up or kill the skeeters?
You got to kill the skeeters.
I
Dude,
think
if you
you
kill
start
the
with
skeeters,
a well. Don't you want to get fresh water to
I-
places with $1 billion?
They say if you kill skeeters,
Yeah.
you affect millions of people because so many, obviously, malaria is an enormous problem in the
Like in a
emerging
good
world.
way?
No. What do you mean?
No. You said if you
You
kill
stop the spread.
I know, but there's an ecosystem, and it's
I
very
understand.
fragile. Jay.
I understand.
It's a very fragile
But
ecosystem.
this is an actual debate out there. Should we kill all the skeeters?
Yes, I'm on
I
record
know.
for yes.
So annoying.
Oh, they're the worst, dude. I was reading about this guy who's he's got a 3-foot long dick, right?
Okay.
And he had and giant balls. And
Well, I hope, that'd look really weird if you didn't.
Yeah.
Got like a 3-foot-long panoose and
just
these little
normal.
ping pong balls.
3-foot panoose, 11-pound balls.
Well, that might be a bit much.
Yeah, right? He's finally getting the chance to live a normal life. He noticed a cyst. His name is Horace Opio, known as Forence, Forence. Noticed a little cyst on his bag back in 2006, had it removed, comes back with a vengeance a year later, bringing the length of his panoose to almost a full meter, so like a 3-foot-long dong. He's forced to drop out of school, all this stuff. He starts to believe he's being cursed, tells his nana, like, this 3-foot-long dong is killing me. And so he thinks he's been infected with a disease. This gets back to the mosquitoes because he ends up getting a surgical procedure done, loses a tremendous amount of ball weight. I mean, he's light on his feet now. He can run a little bit. I'm imagining he's started with a huge dong. You know what I mean? Swelling. But what they think happened, mosquito bites and injects larvae into the bloodstream, which can develop into a parasitic worms that block the body's drainage system, causing everything to fucking swell up. Yeah.
Yeah, see? That's my
See?
point, man. Kill the skeeters.
I mean, 3-foot-long dick would be kind of cool for a day or two.
No.
No?
3 feet.
Dude, imagine just being able to walk up behind E sitting at the desk and just whack him across the back of the head with a 3.
Fuck, dude!
Fucking stop hitting me with your 3-foot dick, dude. It's not funny. See if
And
you
then,
can leave a
and then
bruise
just
on
lay
his cheek
5.5 pound of ball on his shoulder.
Oh my god!
like a parrot.
And then reach the other one around, another 5.5 pounds on the other
Hold
shoulder.
still. E. I'm making Mickey Mouse ears on your head. Hold still. Just lay your balls.
Yeah, that'd be fun for a day.
Dude, can you imagine? It's like, Jay, for years, remember the time I was able to bruise E's cheek by whapping him with my dickhead?
It'd be a good story.
It's a great story. Remember the time you pulled your 11-pound balls and rested them on his head, like gave him Mickey Mouse ears?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Awesome.
We do have some email.
All right, let's get to it.
Before we get to email, we've received post. Tom posts in from Austin. Austin, Texas.
Hell yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas-y.
Yep.
Keeping it weird, says the Heart next to Austin, Texas. I didn't realize Austin was so close to Round Rock. Look at Round Rock, just north of Austin.
Oh, wow, yeah. Austin, Massachusetts.
Sorry, Mike. This is the last one for the year.
No.
Taking the rest of the year off from flying, says Tom. First timer in Austin. It's kind of like San Fran, just less excrement. Austin has the largest bat colony in North America. Did you know that? I didn't.
Sure.
The Capitol building is the second largest in the country. Everything's bigger in Texas-y.
Yep.
The U.S. Capitol being the biggest, of course. Kisses, hugs, Tom.
No update on whether he saw Pat Green or not.
Oh,
That's
is that
all-
close
I'm
to
gonna
Austin?
say he did
anywhere
not.
that's Texas, I just always ask.
Gotcha.
See
Yeah,
Pat Green?
dude, it's
Seen
that's
Pat Green that day.
Surprisingly close to Round Rock.
it's a fucking hipster mecca.
Oh, I know.
Austin is
Understood.
So,
James writes in, this is an interesting email concerning Michigan myths, U of M football myths.
Oh,
and I
nice.
believe, I'm going to say this is a sober analysis, so don't get all over this guy. He doesn't,
Right,
I've
okay.
read this through, and I wouldn't read it if it was just some Sparty fan who's going, fuck Michigan, you know?
Well,
But
let me just say this. I will acknowledge that I don't know enough about it. It's just the memories I
this'll help
had
you,
growing
yeah.
up. Like,
This is to help you, Mike. It's not to
Okay.
rip on you. After listening to your discussion about Michigan football, including Mike's claim that they should be better, I had to chime in to back up what Jay had been saying. Personally, I don't care what U of M football does. I paid less attention to football over the years, and I think there are a ton of issues with the college game in general that have really turned me off to the sport. James, you might try the beautiful game. Or maybe some college women's volleyball.
there you go.
Sorry for that editorializing of the email. That being said, the hype around the U of M program is the result of a few things, says James. During the Bo era, when most games were not televised, the local media sold U of M as this unbelievable team. Also during this time, local football fans had few options to follow if they wanted to be a fan of a team that was winning. The Lions were doing what the Lions do, and after the mid-1960s, MSU became dysfunctional. That left U of M as the only viable option for people to root for if they wanted a winner. With the local media hyping them up at every turn, people jumped on board. They shared NCAA title in 1997. That is the only national title U of M has won in over 70 years. I don't know how a U of M fan can say they expect to compete regularly for a national championship when they haven't been able to do that in over 70 years.
But what did they? I'd like to know what their rankings were, though, year after year. Obviously, they're not going to be. They're going to have down years and up. But did they finish a lot of years in the top 10? It's number 7 at the end of the year. Made it to a fucking Peach Bowl. You know that you're going. Okay, they're in that top 10.
Well, let me continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
They haven't been able to do that in over 70 years. It's fine to root for them, but to say they should be winning national championships with that history, that simply isn't what they are or what they have been. U of M is a program built off beating bad teams. For most of the Bo era, only 3 Big Ten teams were above 500. U of M, OSU, and MSU, barely MSU. Under Bo, U of M's record against teams who finished with 1 loss was 116-1. Against teams with 2 losses, U of M was 5-10. In Rose Bowls, he was 2-8. His total record in bowls was 5-12. What U of M did was beat a lot of bad teams in an era where the Big Ten was awful, then had a game against OSU to determine where they would go to a bowl.
Yeah.
Currently, U of M's last win against a top 15 team on the road was 1999 against Penn State. Since then,
That's incredible.
U of M has lost 16 straight on the road to top 15 opponents. Does that sound like a team that should expect to win national championships?
Nope.
What U of M is now is what they pretty much always have been for 70-plus years, a team that beats bad to mediocre teams that simply have less talent, but then loses to really good teams. Anyway, my point isn't to rip on U of M, but to educate. What U of M does very well is consistently win to have even decent to good seasons while almost never having a bad season. That's a great point. Very few teams can do that for as long as U of M has without mixing in several bad years or bad eras. That consistency is extremely difficult to maintain. So there's a lot of 8-4s, you know?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Moeller, Lloyd Carr, improved that a little bit,
Yep.
but
And that would make sense. Okay? That doesn't shock me, and that makes perfect sense, actually. Here's a winner locally, cover the shit out of it, amp it up as the greatest fucking logo in sports always, and act like that's your winner. And so you just start believing that, drinking the Kool-Aid. And that I don't pay enough attention to it, so I could have easily done that. You know, when you go to the stores when we were kids, they were selling all the Wolverine merch. That's what they sold.
Yeah.
You know? But I was watching today, Desmond Howard was on the morning football shows, and they were kicking it around like, what about Harbaugh? And those guys in the roundtable seem to think like, he's not on schedule. Harbaugh's not where they thought he would be. But if you think about it like this, Harbaugh goes into the athletic director and says, "This is a fucking shit show here. This is a 5-year rebuild." And 5-year. Now we're in year 5 or a 4-year rebuild, and now we're in year 5, and he hasn't won a Big Ten title, hasn't made it close to the national, playoff or anything like that. He's building, hasn't gotten his quarterback yet. And one of the guys goes, "Dude, why would you need 5 years? First off, that's ridiculous." And
He hasn't got his quarterback
He's the
yet.
quarterback whisperer. Yeah, he's gotten, the transfer portal. He's gotten Shea Patterson from that. Like, that's supposed to be great, but he hasn't
Recruited
identified
3 other guys, right?
But for whatever reason, he hasn't identified like that guy that comes in young and is like, this is where this program takes off. I don't understand it, but they were saying, Michigan fans and Michigan, that university expects to be in the national blah, blah, blah.
But that's what's
so
hilarious.
they're saying it too, and I'm going, yeah, I have that feeling.
okay.
I don't know why.
So I took the liberty after reading that
Okay.
very sober email from
And
James.
it was. I appreciate that
Yeah.
email. That's a great email.
And I think the greatest point is it's really hard to have the consistency that U of M has. Like with Hoke or with what's his name, Rodriguez. Yes, they had some brutal years.
Yeah.
But other than those, man, they've been really, really consistent. That's really well done and amazing. But I have the end of year rankings for. I mean, how far do you want me to go back?
I have them. Yeah.
I mean, let's go 87. They ended at 19. And then we'll go 88, 80.
Can you do like 80 to 95 or something? Start there, because that's when I would have been aware of it. Okay, Here you go. So 10-2, they lose in the Rose Bowl in 1978. 70, I'm going the wrong way. 70 to 80. 10-2, they win the Rose Bowl in 1980, and they finished first in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I think I have a better listing.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
easier
tell
to
what
see here.
rankings.
End of year in 1980 was 4, 12, unranked, 8, unranked, 2, 8, 19, 4, 7, 7, 6, 5, 21, 12, 17, 20, 1 in 1997, tied with Nebraska. 12, 5, 11, 20, 9, 6, 14, unranked, 8, 18, unranked, unranked, 12, 24, unranked, 12, 10, unranked, 14. So
That's a good stretch there in the middle of 7s, 5s, 2, 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Moeller was sweet.
Yeah. I mean, that's impressive. Lord Carr wasn't as. I mean, Lord Carr won in 97, but that's.
I guess
and consistently winning. You're consistently. If most years
consistently
you're ranked,
really good, man. But this expectation that you should be a national champion. I mean, that's other fucking level, man. They're again top 15 for sure all day long. Like they're a really good program.
Yeah.
But I just don't understand why you go in every year thinking that this.
But
team should win
Alabama
it.
goes in every year thinking we're fighting for a national title. Like I would just think that program at least thinks of itself that way. That we are doing that every year too, just like Clemson is and Alabama.
They've done
and
it
LSU
over and over and over.
I know, but that's the thing. We've put everything in place to be able to do it. Why we deserve to be there.
Alabama can expect it every year because they've done it year after year after year.
Right.
U of M
17 national
hasn't done it. They've done it
Right.
once in 70 years. They shared one once in
Right.
70 years. So that's the whole point is why is the expectation that they should win it? And it goes to just fandom, man. That's the answer.
Not because
people
I'm
are
not a super
fans.
fan,
They hope.
though.
They hope.
I'm not a super fan though, dude. I'm not. I'm not a super fan of college. I'm more of a fan of college football than even just Michigan football. I'll watch
then
Michigan
enjoy
football.
Michigan football because they're a good team who's
No, I
going to
don't
win.
think- I don't think
they're going to
they
win.
are,
some-
though,
They're
but-
pretty good. Look, I mean, you can
Yeah.
either wreck the season and just go, fuck it, man. They lost a couple times. I'm not watching anymore. Or just enjoy it for what it is. And if you lower that expectation, there's every reason to. I'm not telling you to do something that isn't reasonable.
Right.
Lower it to, hey, you know what? If we can be top 3 in the Big Ten, this will be a fun year. Watch some football.
Yeah, I see. That's not good enough for me. It's just, I mean,
But it's proven that year after year, that's where you end up disappointed then because 4 games in, you have a loss.
yeah, and that's on me if I continue to keep watching it. But 10 wins means nothing if you get your lights out ass kicked by any real ranked team or special team. Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State. You get jobbed by them every year. You're 1-20 in your last. I mean, that's embarrassing. And you're right. You don't deserve to be thought of as an elite program by any stretch. That goes back to my childhood probably more than anything. But dude, it's embarrassing to be whatever he said he was. Said he hasn't won a road game against a ranked team since '99.
Yeah. They're 1-15, I think he said. Yeah.
That's wow.
Sad.
Sad. Pathetic. It is.
We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
All right. I love yelling at each other about Michigan, whether or not.
I just don't
It's funny.
Again, it all comes back to this expectation, and that's what started the conversation, and that's what I just don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
I give them respect. I mean, they're obviously a better program overall than State, so I'm not just trying to be Sparty, like, this and that, but I just don't understand your guys' expectation.
I think it has to do with the consistency. Last thing I'll say on it, that makes a lot of sense. If your team is always sort of potentially in the mix, you're 8-1 and in the discussion, but your team is never fucking
No, you're
dog
not 8-1,
shit.
you're 8-4.
No, I mean when you're 8-1. If you're 8-1 at that point in the season, it's like there's a legit shot to, things bounce your way, and then you get fucking smoked by Penn State and it's irrelevant. But there's enough of those every year, forever, it seems like, to the consistency. Whereas a lot of teams, Michigan State will have a fucking 4-8 record for a bunch of years, and then get hot, and it's like, well, maybe that's better. Just don't be just middle of the road to good every year.
Victim of your own success.
Yeah, because then people expect that. But if every 10, 15 years, you put a program together and go and make a legit few-year run like State has done, that's awesome. I don't know. 6-1, half dozen the other, as I believe what they say, Isis. Need to lower my expectations. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll do it again tomorrow, and hopefully you will all join us then.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.